Good morning. This is Dave Strathmann. I'm in sunny Florida, and you're looking out on my backyard from my favorite room, something I've really been able to enjoy since I got in the Crestcom business a lot more. Wanted to share some comments for any of you who may be relatively new in the business that Crestcom asked us to talk about the difference between being a facilitator and being a trainer. And it reminded me of something that I was taught early on over 18 years ago, that we're to be the guide by the side rather than the sage on stage. And if you think about that, what they're really asking us to do is not be the expert, but to be the person who allows them to take ideas in, try them on for size, relate them to the real challenges that they have in their job, and then in our training sessions exercise them so that they gain confidence, that they might say something differently, do something differently, use tools, worksheets, planners, interview forms that we provide. And it's just so important to remember not to be the sage on stage. And I'll give you an example. Someone can ask you a question sometimes, and like I was asked one time, well, if somebody did this, shouldn't you just fire them right away? They asked that question to me. Now, I could answer that question. However, much better to use what we call the porcupine technique. And if someone throws a porcupine in your lap, you throw it back to someone else, right? So I turned to the class and I said, that's an interesting question, class. How would you answer that? And a human resource professional in the room said, now, if you did that, you'd open up your company to some legal liabilities, perhaps. Much better to do it differently. And two things happened there. One, I'm not playing the sage on stage. I'm letting someone in the class use their knowledge and their skills. And a lot of people gain wisdom from other people in the class. But the second is, I didn't put down somebody who was a high-level executive. They happened to be in the U.S. Navy, so it was an interesting thing. The other thing that I'd suggest to you, trainers tend to, want people to perform better, and they might call out individuals and say, pick it up, Strathmann, or you can do a better job, or whatever. But facilitators really create a comfortable environment. One of my clients told me when they introduced me to another group of people that they were enrolling, one of the things you'll like about Dave Strathmann is you can say anything, and it won't make you feel stupid.